happiness is there already, and it is kind of, let's say, hidden because, let's say, of the dominating left. And if only you can subtract from it or reduce it, then you have access to the default happiness that is
That is
already there.
already there.
You don't have to do something to be happy. In fact, we have to do less in terms of what the left brain is preoccupied continuously in a circle, right? It goes in a circle. It's needed to solve problems. There is no computer like the left brain to solve problems. Right brain is also a problem solver, but it's more of a pattern matcher. Whereas the left brain is more of a logical step-by-step analysis engine, right? So there is so beautiful, but it gets unnecessarily looping. And with practices like Hatha Yoga, where we pay attention, when you pay attention, you are not in a loop. In fact, you are coming out of the loop. You understand that, Babu?
Yes, 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 Jay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so by reducing the imbalance, you have more access to a full expression of life and happiness, and which is already there. It's like the treasure. We are all sitting on a treasure and then go searching for the treasure. Yes.
Got it. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. Any other people, any questions or comments?
I haven't had a chance to listen to the whole TED talk, but your blog was very, you know, motivating to read all the other talks people have given on this left and right brain. So, but
Yes.
yeah, definitely you triggered a huge thought process here, Jay. Thanks.
Interest, yeah. Interest. And if that is to better understanding of how right brain does not need any reason to be happy. It's already happy. Just by existing, it is happy. If you don't bother, meaning if you feed it properly and if you keep it well, it's gold. It's golden. But it is dominated in our lifestyle and our life. The left brain dominates, and the right brain is mute, silent. And so people will, you would also have heard of finding your happiness in silence. After kind of coming across this TED Talk and the book that I read by Jill Bolte Taylor, I kind of realized that if you kind of push a mute button on the left brain, then there is happiness already, right? So that is what people might say. You know, I reached this grand silence and I was blissful and ananda and happy. I guess they have kind of managed to quiet the chatter of the left brain. And we have access to that using this tool, Hatha Yoga, where we train on attention. And when we are attentive, when we are aware, um, the left brain does not need to be continuously looping and obscuring the happiness that is underneath, available for all of us for free. For free. The right brain is happy already. It is freely available for every one of us. It's an amazing understanding.
The mute phrase you used is pretty apt.
Yeah.
relevant to how we are struggling with the mute button in Teams so far, but I know it is on, it is not. We don't know. But,
Yes.
yeah, I know how complex it is to mute our own brain, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But this practice that we're going to go, in fact, let us practice with that kind of an understanding. If your mind is wandering and chattering, or if you're having a dialogue going on, that means your left brain is active. Don't feel, oh, this should not happen, this is happening. No, that is not how you stop the left brain. By paying attention, you reduce. If you force it to stop, it won't stop. Please don't even, and that is aggression. That is ahimsa. If you force, I'm going to force my left brain to stop thoughts and chatter. That is very hard. Instead, we will use attention. As we pay attention, you can actually find a certain silence, certain quiet, and that will automatically reveal the right brain's happiness. And it is available for you right now, always. And practice like Hatha Yoga kind of presents you this fresh opportunity in this moment to have access to what is already yours. I wish all of you all the very best. And I'm as much with you in this journey as anybody else. And I'm happy to share this journey of understanding um, and having more access to this peace and happiness which is within each one of us. And thank you for this opportunity. And with that, we will begin today's session. Three deep breaths. And observe whatever experience is there at this moment. If your mind is distracted, notice that. If your mind is settling down, notice that. The sights and sounds, sights behind the closed eyes and sounds swimming in from around the surroundings. And the body sensations, gravity, pulling your whole body downward. And with awareness, you are straightening up your spine just a bit. And allow the shoulders to relax with the gravity. We are learning to pay attention, and if only we can do less unnecessary things, the happiness will come out from within us. Palms to the heart center, Namaskara Mudra. Tilt your head forward. Gently open your eyes. Inhaling, arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Thanks Niranjana and Sunil for coming on the video. Anybody else on the video that I'm not seeing? If you're on the video, you would have to say some words, then it will come on to my screen. Let us practice few forward bending postures today. Stretch your legs to the front. Comfortably bend your right knee. Place your right foot on the mat. Go with both hands, grab your right toes. With both hands, grab your right toes and gently bring the toes up and feel the stretch at the sole of your foot. As you can actually press the heels down, but with the hands, bring the entire the foot up and then gently get your toes toward the shin, and you will feel the stretch from the heels through the soles and the toes, and release. Release the right leg. Left leg. Grab hold of your toes and gently get your ankle toward the shin and press the toes toward the shin and feel the stretch on the soles of your foot, and release the leg. Take a deep breath, exhale. Vajrasana. Those who are not able to sit comfortably in Vajrasana, take the support of your hands on the mat. And if you need, you can even put a pillow between your thighs and the legs and sit, if you're not able to comfortably sit. Palms up, relax the shoulders, eyes softly closed. This in Sukhasana or Vajrasana, this itself is a forward bend in the sense that the thighs are closer toward the chest with respect to Tadasana, where you're standing tall. The thigh bones away from the chest as much as they can, or even a forward bend even further. But with respect to Tadasana, Sukhasana or Vajrasana, they are already forward bends. Relax the shoulders. Now tuck your toes in and sit on the heels. Tuck your toes in and sit on the heels. And bring the spine vertical right on top of your feet. Those who are finding it too difficult can take the support of the hands on the mat as you lean forward, sitting as much as you can. Palms down on the thighs, eyes softly closed. Feel the stretch that we did by trying to pull the toes toward us as we began the practice. Now take the support of the hands behind you and see how much you can sit back. This feet going flat, and sit. Take the support of the hands and sit with the knees coming up. Sorry, let's approach it like differently. Let's approach it. Come up to sitting on your heels. Come up to sitting on the heels. Take a deep breath, exhale. Balasana with the toes tucked in. Now, slowly bring your palms closer to the knees and see if you can take the heel toward the ground as you look toward the front. Look to the front, look to the front, and take the heels toward the ground. Heels toward the ground as much as you can. You will feel the intense stretch on your calf muscles. And go back to sitting on the heels. Palms down. Take a deep breath, exhale. Lie down on your back. We are doing simple stretches before we go toward classic postures. Hug your right knee. Toes pointing to the back wall. Knee, next exhalation, let the knee come toward the chest a bit more. And release the right leg. Left knee, hug the left knee. Next exhalation, allow the left knee closer to the chest. And release the left leg. Knees coming toward the chest is as much as you can do in terms of forward bend, with the thigh bones coming as close to the spine as possible. Both knees, hug both knees. Next exhalation, knees coming closer to the chest. Pavanamuktasana. Wind relieving posture. If there are any excess gas, it might come out, and that is quite normal. Nothing to be embarrassed about. This is all a life process. And next exhalation, bringing the knees closer to the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the legs. Take a deep breath, exhale. Roll onto your stomach. Palms by the side of the chest as in Bhujangasana posture. Chin down on the ground. Legs together, toes pointing toward the back. Inhaling Bhujangasana. Exhaling adho mukha svanasana. Head down. Make the adjustments. Check your palms and fingers. Are they pressing onto the mat? Fingers spread wider. Gently get the elbows to rotate outward, which would engage your abdomen and also get your shoulder blades to come together just a bit. You can slightly bend the knees and allow the seat bones to go toward the ceiling and chest to go toward the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down. Vajrasana. Adho Svanasana is not only a forward bend, it is also an inversion. By inversion, what we mean is the brain beneath the heart. Very calming posture. As you practice, you would fight less with Adho Svanasana and find solace and rest. And you can calm things down in Adho Mukha. As long as you continuously practice, you would be able to access that aspect of Adho Mukha. Come to plank posture. Make sure your shoulders are right over the wrists. Walk back enough so your body from the top of the head to the heel is like a ramp. Abdomen engaged, shoulder blades going away from each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down. Vajrasana. When your abdomen muscles are engaged, your back muscles are necessarily lengthening. And that is how we are designed. And we need our back muscles to lengthen for us to access the forward bending postures. Let's proceed for a second round of Palakkasana, or plank posture on your palms. Come to Palakkasana. Now, remember what I said about tightening up your abdomen and shoulder blades going away from each other. And pressing the toes or trying to get the heels toward the back wall, you will also engage your quad muscles, the front thigh muscles. Front thigh muscles engaged, abdomen engaged, and shoulders are right over the wrist. 5. No neck action. Neck, you're gazing at the fingertips, and so neck and spine in a straight line. 4, 3, 2, 1. Adho Svanasana. Inhaling, right foot forward between the palms, Ashvasanchalana. Right foot back, plank. Adho Mukha. Inhaling, left foot forward between the palms, Ashvasanchalana. Left foot back, plank. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down, cat posture, Marjorie. Allow your breath to normalize. Take a deep breath, exhale. Right leg to the back. Look up. Take the right leg higher. Now look down, bend the right knee and bring the right knee to the nose. Arch your back up. Right toes off the mat. Knee getting closer to the nose. 3, 2, 1. Neutral cat posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. left leg to the back. Lift your left leg higher and look up. And look down, bend your left knee, bring the left knee to the nose, left toes off the mat. Left toes pointing to the back wall. 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down. Vajrasana. We have already gone through several forward bending postures. And we've also prepared by engaging the abdomen and thigh muscles, lengthened the back muscles for us to proceed forward. Come up to standing. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara with your entire attention to your breath and the body. Begin. If your mind is wandering away, gently bring it back to the practice. After completing, stand comfortably with your feet apart. With your spine and thighs vertical, 180 degrees between your spine and the thighs. In this posture, you are not in forward bend. And this is the starting posture for all standing asanas. Allow the breath to normalize on its own. Observe the energy control system that we all are. Go through the process of normalizing ourselves. Healthy state is our normal state. Happiness is intrinsic. In Hatha Yoga, we are using as a tool to reduce the imbalance and gain back our health, that is our normal nature, and happiness, which is intrinsic within us. Nothing else is really needed. 3 deep breaths. Padahastasana practice. Bring your feet hip width apart. Arms up, palms facing the front. First, you'll approach by starting Ardha Utthanasana. Inhale, exhaling, halfway bending forward. Bring the upper body parallel to the ground. You can slightly bend the knees. Bring the arms up to your ear level if you can, and look to the front and look at your thumbs. Now bring weight distribution on your feet to be even by gently getting your seat bones just a bit back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release the arms. Ardha Uttana. As much as you can, keep the back spine in neutral posture and arms held up. Arms holding up. In fact, let's try this without the arms. If that arms are distracting you, I was preparing us for Padahastasana, where your arm extension is also needed. With your palms getting underneath your feet, and that's where we are going. But before then, let's approach Ardha Uttana without the arms distracting us from the main spirit of taking your spine downward toward the thighs. We are usually bringing the thighs, whatever we have practiced, toward the spine. But now let us bring hands on your waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Inhale. Exhaling, bring your upper body parallel to the ground. Look to the front. Your upper body is parallel, as in you are looking to the front and kind of flattening the back, and allow the elbows to point up toward the ceiling, promoting a straighter back. Your knees can be slightly bent. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slightly bend the knees further, abdomen connecting to the thighs. Chin going down toward the ground. Next exhalation, abdomen connecting more to the thighs, chin further going down to the ground. Head down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, release. This is a good preparation for Padahastasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. One more preparatory posture before we proceed. What we're going to do is we're going to take the arms up. We are going to come back to Ardha Uttana, where the arms and the upper body are parallel to the ground. And then we are going to proceed to touch the ground with the middle fingers away from your feet as much as you can. Your knees can be bent. Take a deep breath again. Exhale. Arms up. Feet parallel to each other, hip width apart. Your feet are hip width apart. Comfortably standing. Inhale. Exhaling, Ardha Utthanasana. Upper body parallel to the ground. Arms brought up to the ear level. Look to the front. Look at your thumbs. Inhale. Exhaling, bend the knees enough and bring your middle fingers to touch the ground away from your feet. Keep looking at your thumbs. Keep looking at your thumbs. Inhaling, flatten the back. And exhaling, head down, middle fingers touching the ground. Not much weight on the middle fingers. Weight distribution on your feet even. 5, head down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Release arms. Stand relaxed. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now we will repeat exactly what we did earlier. After the middle fingers touch, I will give instructions. We have to lift, let's say, your right foot and place your right hand beneath the right foot. And you will be standing on top of your right hand with the back of your hand on the mat, with the palm facing the sole. And the right big toe will be landing just at the fleshy part of your palm. Look at the palm. Underneath your thumb, there is a fleshy part. And that fleshy part, a raised part, and that is where your right big toe will be. And similarly on the left side, your left big toe will be placed on the fleshy part beneath your left thumb, your left palm, and the back of your left hand will be on the mat. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring your feet hip width apart. Arms up, palms facing the front. Inhale. Exhaling, Ardha Utthanasana, bending upper body parallel to the ground, arms held up, looking at your thumbs. Inhale. Exhaling, middle fingers touching the ground away from you. Now lift your right foot up, right heel on the mat, right foot up. Bring your right hand and place the right hand underneath the right foot and line up your right big toe in the fleshy part of your palm underneath the thumb. And similarly, left hand underneath the left foot. Lift your left foot with the heel down and place the left palm underneath. And now you're standing on top of your palms. Flatten your back and look up. Flatten your back, look up. Inhale. Exhaling, take the chin down toward the ground and then finally head down. And now keep the abdomen and thighs connecting with each other. Those who have been practicing can straighten up the knees without losing connection between your abdomen and the thighs. Once you reach the final posture, with an attitude of surrender, watch your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands out from underneath and bring your hands to your hips. Inhaling, come up. Release arms. Stand relaxed. We will do a few more postures before paschimottanasana, which is very similar to what we just practiced, padahastasana, excepting, of course, we will be sitting down. That's the difference. But otherwise, from the spirit of the postures, in fact, we took the help of gravity, pulling our head and spine downward to help us with this forward bend, more so than we will have access to in Paschimottanasana. Before we go there, take a deep breath, exhale. Hands on your waist. Get the thumbs to touch each other on the back and get your elbows to point toward the back wall. Feet hip width apart. Gentle back bend. Your hips moving toward the front. Chest bone is rising up toward the ceiling and then looking up. You can keep your chin tucked in, and those who are really comfortable, drop your head in the back. Gentle back bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up, release your arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Vajrasana. Palms up, eyes closed. Watch your breath. Release your legs to the front. Shake your legs, relax. Purvotana practice. Bring the legs hip width apart. Place your palms behind you, shoulder width apart. Your fingers are pointing toward your feet, palms entirely on the mat. And the palms are behind you, shoulder width apart. Not too far behind you, not too close behind you, just a bit, few inches away from your back. Inhaling, hips up, with the heels pressing down, hips up. Look up at the ceiling. Next inhalation, pressing your toes down toward the mat. Raise your chest up toward the ceiling. Those who are comfortable, drop your head. Otherwise, keep the chin tucked in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the hips down. Relax. let's practice Navasana again as a preparation for paschimottanasana. Take a deep breath, exhale. Navasana with the spirit of engaging your abdomen and thigh muscles. And when you engage them tightly, you would allow your back muscles to lengthen. And back muscles lengthening is what we need as a preparation for paschimottanasana. Paschima means west side. West side is a back from the top of your head all the way your shoulders and back and glutes and back of the thighs and calf muscles and the heel and the sole. All of this will get engaged and stretched in Paschimottanasana. That's where we are going. Navasana practice, bring your legs together. Fingertips by the side in Dandasana. Lean back, engaged abdomen. Lean back, look up, gently look up at the look up to the front and up, lean back. You will feel your abdomen getting engaged. Not much weight on the hands. Right leg up, right leg down, left leg up, left leg down, release. Now, in Asana, what we're going to do is we're going to lean abdomen engaged, spine comfortably straight, neck and spine in a straight line. As you lean back, keep the neck and spine aligned. Keep the shoulders broad and open. There tends to be the shoulders collapsing, especially with the legs coming up. Now, as you lean back, we are going to bring the legs also up. Bringing the legs up, if that is too difficult, you can bend the knees, but bring the legs up. And then finally, arms by the side is Navasana. And arms by the side brought up toward the front, palms facing each other. Take a deep breath, exhale. Dandasana. Legs together. Fingertips by the side. Lean back. Keep the spine and neck in a straight line. Lift both legs up. If you can, bring the big toes at the eye level. Bring the arms by the side. And open up the shoulders. So you have a broad shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring the legs together. We'll first do this practice with the knees slightly bent. Bend the knees, bring the heels just a bit closer to you. Not too much, just lifting the knees, back of the knees off the mat. Heels, both heels just a bit closer. Arms up toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhaling, take your abdomen toward the thighs and wrap your feet with your hands coming from the sides. Look at the big toes. Big toes are coming toward you. Now, keep the abdomen connecting to the thighs and slowly walk your heels away from you. And stop at a point where your abdomen is disconnecting from your thighs. Walk your heels away. Keep looking at your big toes. Walk your heels away as much as you can. And finally, drop your head down. A variation or a preparation for Paschimottanasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, release the arm, relax. Now in paschimottanasana, the spine is not rounding as we do in cat posture, right? We look up, we relax the spine down, and then we look down and arch our back up. And that is not the posture that we are accessing in this forward bend. We want the spine to be kind of like in Tadasana. And we are taking the spine with the head aligned, with the chest leading the way toward the knees. And you will be kind of coming on to sitting on the inside of the seat bones rather than the outside. And that is the spirit of the posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Dandasana, legs together. Now this time we are going to keep the knees pressing down as much as we can, arms up. Inhale. Exhaling, keep the arms and spine and neck in a straight line. Lean forward, allow the chest to lead the way. Strong legs. Drop the arms down, grab the knees, shins or feet, whichever you can access. If you're able to access the feet, access it from the top, like we did in Padahastasana practice. Your palms are pressing against the soles of your feet. Look at the big toes. Straighten up the straighten up the back by looking up just a bit. Inhale. Exhaling, pressing the knees down, allow the chin to move toward the big toes. Your elbows can relax. And finally, drop your head down. Paschimottanasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release. Paschimottanasana is a classic posture. It is one to be approached with an attitude of surrender without any resistance. It is not as if only when you get your face buried between the shins you get the benefit. You understand the spirit of the posture, which is to keep the legs straight and getting the spine staying straight, lean forward as much as you can, and that being the spirit. And as you keep practicing, maybe the head will go toward the knees or chest go toward the knees sometimes or not, but that's not really what we are after. We want to understand the spirit and keep practicing. Lying down on your back. Hug your knees, rock back and forth. Side to side. Settle back down, release the legs, Shavasana. Letting go of your body. Paying attention to the effects of your breathing on your abdomen. Watching it rise and fall. Relax. Relax. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently come out of Shavasana. Take your hands back. Inhale, exhaling, bending forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, come up. Rub your palms. Massage your closed eyes. Gently blink your eyes open. Namaste. Have a great evening. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Jay,
Yes.
Manivan, I have a doubt.
Yes.
See, when I do Surya Namaskar, the
Yes.
second pose, back bending,
Yes.
when I push the pelvis front,
Yes.
so I have slight pain in the bearable, very light pain in the back, lower back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
can I continue or how I can do it?
When you're getting your pelvis to the front, try lifting your chest also up.
Okay.
See, the curve should be unbroken curve from the heel, your back of your calf muscles, back of your thighs, the spine, and your arms, all in one unbroken line, kind of curving back.
Okay.
You might feel a pain if you leave your, let's say, glutes behind, going toward the back wall, and then you're bending. You will have two curves, one from the heels to your glutes, and from glutes to your head, for example, right?
Okay.
So, two things. Pelvis as much forward. In fact, tighten your glutes and pelvis moving forward. Tighten your glutes. Pelvis moving forward. Raise your chest. And that will give you access to an unbroken line. Can you try that now?
Yes. Can I share the video?
Please. Go look to the side, and then bend. Look to the wall, Manivannan. Manivannan, look, no, come off the practice, Turn, so
Yes.
you are looking away from the camera to the side. No, let the camera be how it is. You stand back, now turn 90 degrees left. Yes, that's good. Namaskar Mudra. Hatha Utthanasana, yes. Pelvis further, you have to move the pelvis further forward, move pelvis, no, before you go back, come off, hands on the hips. Come off, hands on the hips. Move your pelvis forward, move your hips forward, further forward. Keep going. Raise your chest. Yes. Now release. How are you feeling?
Yeah, now I feel better.
Raise your chest and moving your pelvis as much forward and then raising the chest. Very nice. And keep that shape even with the arms up. Now do it with the arms. Yes. Raise the chest up, move the pelvis forward. Your still pelvis is tilting to the front. There you go. Lift the chest up. Yes. And release. It's a very energizing posture. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel energetic.
It is an energizing posture. And is the back hurting less when you are able to push the pelvis further forward and raise the chest?
No, today I didn't feel any pain.
Okay. Okay. Please
Usually,
practice. Keep this in mind.
the pain is there. Like other time I didn't face. Like when I
Yeah.
wake up next day morning,
Yes.
just I wake up and take few steps, I have that slight pain. Then it goes away.
I see. I see. What happens usually? Our pelvis is tilting forward. Pelvis is like a basket, right? Our pelvis is tilting forward. And then we are trying to do a back bend. And that creates a sharp angle
Okay.
between the pelvis and the back, the spine. And that can create a lot of pressure on the spine.
Okay.
And to relieve that, instead of the pelvis tilting forward, you need to tilt the pelvis backward by tightening the glutes and then moving them to the front.
Okay. Like this. I will try once again.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes. This is very important because we will do this a lot. Tighten your glutes, move the pelvis to the front. Tighten your glutes as much. Raise the chest. Nice. And you can even go further forward by tightening the glutes. Raise the chest.
Yeah, like I'm feeling stretch here.
Yes, that is the posture. Very nice. And when you're feeling it here, you are actually accessing. See, the back bend means you're contracting the back and lengthening the front, and that is the back bend.
Okay.
And since you're feeling the stretch here, you're well on your way.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Manivannan. Thank you for the question. I'm sure it will help a lot of people on the call.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Any other questions from anybody else or Manivannan you?
And no, Jay, like I'm not able to follow this routine, evening routine. I
Yeah,
am 12 Surya Namaskara every day.
very nice.
So that is okay, right? Morning, like whenever I'm possible, because
Yes.
of work load I have, so I'm
Yes.
joining this call.
Please do. Please do. Any practice is good at any time, as long as you are mentally prepared and physically prepared for the practice.
Okay.
Meaning, don't do it right after a big meal.
Okay.
You should kind of settle down, calm, and have a certain attitude.
Okay.
It is not just an activity that you're doing. This is the basis for the rest of the life.
Okay.
Okay. So I usually say, so let's say, for example, we do this posture, we do this practice Monday evening. Let this be the beginning for the next 48 hours of life.
Okay.
This is the basis. You don't interrupt your life to do yoga practice. You begin the life with the yoga practice, and then the effects of that will be there for the next 48 hours, and then you renew your life. You can think of like that. Yes.
Sure.
Thank
Thank
you. Namaste.
So Jay, just one question. This is Amita here.
Yes, Anita.
So Jay, for Parvatasana,
Yeah.
should we stand on our toes or should we put the feet firmly on the ground?
If you can, if you have calf muscle flexibility,
Mm.
it is to land your heel. The feet should be flat on the mat.
Okay.
And if you have flexibility like that, please do that.
Okay.
In
Thanks.
fact, if you can lift the toes up,
Mm.
keep the heels down, toes, just the toes are up.
Mm.
That will engage your quad muscles even more. And when the quad muscles are tightening, your back muscles will lengthen and you will have even more access into Parvatasana, as we call it, adho mukha svanasana, downward dog, basically. So keep your, if you can keep your thigh muscles tight and abdomen tight,